What's happening, YouTube modeling community? That's right. It's the old fat man from Alabama coming to you from, that sign back there, Don's Garage. Uh, this is a little chat and update on what's been going on around here, and to address this Holy Grail question been bounced around the community. I know I'm coming into the party a little on the late side. That's me. Been busy with some life stuff. Put in a little time redoing my paint area. Just like I said, life, some more serious stuff has come up I've had to participate in, and trying to get that wrapped up. We may get into that more later on down the road. We'll have to wait and see. Anyway, on the Holy Grail question, I kind of go along with Rick Zink. Holy Grail is that one, that the peak, the top of the list, the one that's one shy of being a unicorn. I bounce between two kits. I have gotten one of them. My two Holy Grail kits is the Revel Uncertainty custom car and the original issue a la carte. I mean, I know they've did all new tooling on the a la carte back in like 01. I don't know who measured it and did the layout. He needs to go back to school and learn how to read a ruler, because the whole kit is a little on the small side. The scale's off. And that's going to happen, is just part of it. And I've got like 4 of them as parts kits, and I've got one mint sealed one with the Barris box art that's probably going to be a parts kit too. They got the wheels and tires and white walls right, close to right. Maybe I'll do an unboxing on it just to show you the differences. Do an unboxing comparison between the new tool and the old tool. Now, the old tool kit is not perfect either, but it's 60s era AMT tooling, so you got to cut them a little slack on that one. The kit does go together. I've seen them built. I've seen some really nice ones. I've got one. I've already done an unboxing on this kit before. But this is my Holy Grail. The Uncertainty is probably unattainable. Paul over at Styrene Relics, he's doing his own version, kind of scratch building. Like me, he's not willing to pay the astronomical nosebleed price tag. I mean, I've chatted with the gentleman that built the real car. He now lives in Hawaii. Apparently, part of his contract reveals they must have given him a bunch of cases of that kit, and you can, this has been 7-8 years ago. You could buy an original mint sealed box model kit from him. We will not discuss the price tag he threw at me, because it's more than I give for the truck that my daily driver is now, or more than I have in it. A lot more. So, and like Paul said in his video, glue bombs, parcels, parts, they're even stupid priced. I mean, the mint kit price is like here, and the build-up stuff floats in around here. There's not a big difference. And I'm like, I'm not giving $100+ for a beater that I'm going to have to rebuild. I'm going to have to round up parts. I'm going to have to make parts. That's just, no. I'm not the brightest crayon in the box, but I am the most used. That just ain't happening. So I've been playing around doing the same thing that Paul is doing, and seeing him do it is some motivation for me to start gathering some stuff up and just build my own version of it. You know, hell, it's going to be seen on the channel here. You know, a few pictures on Facebook. I'm just going to sit on a shelf in my house. You know, myself, my dad, the 6 visitors we get per year may see it. So no big deal there. The a la carte, I'm definitely going to build it. Pretty much box stock with some of my building techniques. You know, and again, photographs, video, shelf, done. So, that's about it on that deal. There's some other kits that are out there that I'd really like to have, but the pièce de résistance was the a la carte, and I got one. It's 95. It's a 9 out of 10 on the condition scale. It's got a couple little issues that nothing but some basic building cleanup will fix. And that's what I do here. In other news, like I said, I've been tied up with some family stuff. And a little bit we spent a buddy of mine came over, we spent about a day putting up a new shelf, a new bench for me to sit in my chair to where hopefully I can handle the airbrush better to do some more graphic painting. Nothing wrong with a one color paint job, but I've dabbled in doing graphics and two-tones and stripes. I would like to do a few more because not most, everything I've done two-tone or multicolored was sold, used for another hobby that I was involved in. I have one model car that I've built that's got more than one color on it. It's a 55 Nomad. Car's green, white top. That's it. I used to be able to do considerably more color work. With the condition of my arm, the nerve damage I've got, or nerve issues. We're not going to call it damage yet because they're thinking it's going to come back. I don't know. But I don't have much use or strength in the bicep area. So I've got to be able to sit down and prop at the elbow and work from here. So I believe that'll work. So like I said, we built a new bench, a little higher where I can roll up to it, sit in my chair and roll in, prop up right at the vent. We're going to try. Like to say, there's one way to skin a cat or build a mousetrap, and that's just what I'm doing. Trying to figure out a new way to do some old stuff. Haven't bought anything. So there's no new stash ads or nothing. I'll take that back. I did do a trade with our favorite YouTuber, or one of my favorite YouTubers anyway, old Glenn from Model Cars of Glenn. I swapped him a 65 Chevrolet truck to get the MPC 57 Chevrolet flip nose kit. I didn't have one, always wanted one. I remember building it a couple of different times, when I was a kid. That's why I got the kit now, is I can sit down and build a very, very much cleaner version of what I did when I was a kid. I'm going to build probably the box art car, again, with my techniques. It'll probably get a wheel swap. I'm not a fan of the wheels in the kit. That's just, that goes back to taste. And that's something we're going to touch on just a scooch here in this video. Guys, when you're building a model, and I say it in every one of my videos, build the model for you. You worked your job, or, you did what you do to get your income, and you purchased that kit out of your pocket. Do not worry about satisfying anybody else unless it's a commission build. Then that's a whole nother deal. If you're into building models, whether it's a plane, train, tank, battleship, carrier, car, truck, figures. Just satisfy yourself. It's your money. You're the one that's going to see it the most. You know, don't sweat what all these other YouTubers and fellows on Facebook or Instagram, you know, when they're sitting there, negative feedback, I guess, or commenting. And don't sweat that. Don't let that get to you. There was a video posted, I think, 2 weeks ago. The cat has took it down since. So I'm not going to call him out by name or nothing. Some of you seen it, where he was personally attacking Tim Halsey. That was past 0 on the uncool scale. You know, he went to the Acme show, and from what I understand and what I got out of all the videos he posted, it was the first show he'd ever been to. Now this cat, he builds model cars. I won't get into all that. But he shows up at the Granddaddy show. Well, not really Granddaddy, but he shows up for at least the East Coast Super Bowl show. You know, the Southern Nationals there in Smyrna. And then gets upset. First of all, if he's watched this video, it's an NNL. It's a show, not a contest. It's popularity vote. Well, he was all upset because I guess he thought his stuff should have took a bunch of awards. I seen his stuff. Yeah. Secondly, that's your first go around, man. If you're going to a show for the first time, you need to take the cotton out your ears and put it in your mouth. And listen to the people there that are experienced. Very, very, very seldom have I ever been to a show and talked to somebody that didn't know what was going on. You know, knew their way around that particular show. You know, like I said, he took the videos down. I've talked to Tim personally. There was some emails back and forth, messages, apologies. That's cool. But guys, keep that in mind. When you first go around, even your second go around, man, just pay attention and listen. It'll all come to you. Ask questions. I've never been to a show that if I had a question, I didn't get a few answers, and they were all good, constructive, directive. You know, so, you know, I say in the end of all my videos, live, love, and laugh. You know, let's take care of each other. I mean that. If you go somewhere or getting into something that you've never done pertaining in this hobby, ask questions. Someone's going to give you the answer that A, will help you and you will understand. You know, when it comes to model building, it takes 3 main things, and I guess life does too. Practice, patience, and perseverance. You're not going to build a show winner the first time you sit down at a bench, table, whatever, to build. That takes time. That takes patience, and it takes perseverance. You're going to have to keep going. You're not going to succeed on the first one. But I can guarantee you 100%, if you build a model after a model after a model, and you ask questions, you apply what people have shown you, taught you, what you've picked up on YouTube, Facebook, wherever, they're progressively going to get better. You will see a difference as each car, truck, plane, whatever. You will see a difference each time. And by the time you've built your 20th one, park it next to the first one. And it'll look like 2 different people built this one and that one. You know, that's my nice way of saying it. The other way to say it is shut up, show up, nut up, and put in the time. Ask questions. You know, there's help. Anybody out here in the YouTube community will give you pointers. There's tutorials on YouTube. I've done a few. I don't call them how-tos. I call them how I do it, because how I do it isn't always the right way, but I achieve what I'm wanting to do most of the time. You know, us old timers in this hobby, you know how we got the stash of parts we got? We screwed up a few models. So instead of being a finished product, it became parts for multiple other cars. That's just nature. Slow down. Don't try to build that showpiece the first time in the box, man. Build what you want to build the way you want to build it to satisfy yourself. If you continue to build and add to it at your own pace, you could build a show contender. But take your time. There's no trophy, no prize for being the first one done. This is, you know, this hobby for me, this is my therapy. You know, I'm sitting here in what I call my styrene sanctuary. There's entirely too many model car kits in here that I can build in what life I've got left. And I'm actually looking to, well, fixing to do another trade with Glenn and working on a trade with another guy. And there's some new kits coming out that I'm going to suck it up. There's a few of them I will probably pay retail for. Not many, but I'm going to get them because they're ones I want. You know, they're reissuing the Monkey Mobile. I've got 2 rebuilders that's going to take 6 months worth of work. I'm just going to pay retail, buy the kit, build it, box stock, on the shelf, done. So, I've rambled on long enough. I'm working on some ideas for some new videos that'll be coming up soon. It's just getting the time where I can be mellow and knock it out. So, remember folks, build the model car kit for you. Live, love, and laugh. Let's take care of each other. We all we got. Take care. I'll see you real soon in the next video. Bye.